Balancing criticism with compassion. This is an important practice. When stress is activated, we can be mindful, we can be more mindful about the stories we're telling ourselves, what thoughts we're having, how we're speaking to ourselves in terms of our self-talk. We can take a look at whether we're being critical or judgmental, whether we're blaming ourselves or blaming others, whether we're beating ourselves up about the stress, whether we're making excuses. This is really helpful for us to go and look at because there tends to be a bias towards being critical, maybe even self-sabotaging, adding more stress on top of the stress by the way that we're berating ourselves. So we can balance this tendency towards being critical with compassion, with a genuine concern for showing a level of empathy and kindness, to support ourselves, to be our good friend or best friend through challenging circumstances. It's this stance, it's this intention to not just load up more criticism and judgment, more excuses and blame, but instead to step into the space of genuine empathy and support. It's when we're trying to treat ourselves as a good friend that we can unlock opportunities to see things differently, to find some pathway through the difficulty, to really own up and be honest with ourselves about what is at stake in terms of this stress, how we need to engage with it and work through it to look after ourselves, and to be honest about what we can control and influence and what we might need to accept or forgive that we can't change those circumstances right now. So that compassionate friend is one that we really owe it to ourselves to develop, because for many of us, that highly critical self-talk can very much kick into gear when we experience stress. So let's see if we can balance criticism with compassion.